right, kicking off another brand new hour of the Steve Gruber Show from the heart of America, right here in Studio G, telling you the truth and fighting for you every single day for the foxhole freedom with better analysis than anyone else. Here are three big things you need to know this hour. Number one, Stacy Abrams, once a rising star of the Democrat Party who has not been able to win an election, is now in the spotlight for using billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, on questionable items through her nonprofit. We'll talk about that. Number two, the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, says they have found some of the leakers and they are going to be prosecuted. So if that's a game you want to play, well, you've been warned. And number three, I want to revisit for a moment the hateful comments from Jasmine Crockett, referring to Texas Governor Greg Abbott as Governor Hot Wheels. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty classy to attack a man in a wheelchair, right? Can you imagine if a Republican did that? And let me explain to you quite clearly. This is why the Democrats are going all in on this narrative about the signal chat, Signalgate. It's because it's the only thing they've had to get Jasmine Crockett off the front page in 2 months. Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Bernie Sanders, and all the other kooks. Maxine Waters. I mean, I can go down the list, right? They need them off the front page. Democrats have a popularity of 27%. 27%. So Jasmine Crockett taking cheap shots at Greg Abbott, who's been in a wheelchair for decades after an accident and still rose to be governor of Texas. She doesn't care. She takes cheap shots. Here's a reminder of what was said.
Thank you so much, Morgan, because we in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot-ass mess, honey. So yes. Right, okay. All right, I'm gonna move on.
Gonna move on? Well, she's an embarrassment.
At a human rights campaign?
Yeah, the human rights campaign. You got it, Anthony. That's how classy she is. At a human rights campaign, she's mocking a guy in a wheelchair. Pure class. That's why they need that off the front page. And mocking the governor, not going over well. Not well at all, even with her constituents. Here it is.
Jasmine Crockett is a ghetto. She just, she makes me angry to think that she mocks a man that a tragic accident and rose to the rank of governor of the great state of Texas and has done a great job. This is who you elected, Texas, that would mock a person in a wheelchair. How low is the Democratic Party willing to go? How low are y'all people? If it was Trump, it would be all over the news. If it was Trump, it would be over on every station in America. If Trump mocked a Democrat that was in a wheelchair. But because it's Republican, it's okay. It's okay to mock a man that cannot walk. She's a ratchet. She's a sorry excuse for a black woman. We know she's single. I can't stand her.
Yeah, I got a laugh from Anthony behind the door. But don't worry, Anthony. Plenty of crazy things being said by squad members, not just Jazzy C. Jazzy Crockett. Is that her name? Whatever it should be. Far-left activist member of Congress, Ayanna Pressley. She says President Trump and his team, well, they are just too white. Too white. Here it is.
Happening. The Trump cabinet is on track to be one of the whitest cabinets in modern history. And when the government is given unchecked authority, civil rights are often the first to be sacrificed. Without this amendment, nothing in this bill stops an administration from using its reorganization powers to weaken the enforcement of civil rights and anti-discrimination protections. So I don't know why anyone here would be either deafeningly quiet or be opposed to a guarantee that government cannot support segregation. This bill grants the president and executive departments new powers, and it is essential that we explicitly limit these powers from rolling back civil rights and supporting segregation.
What the hell is she talking about? Supporting segregation. I'm pretty sure that I've seen a lot of segregation the last couple of years. Black-only graduation ceremonies, black-only dorms at universities, that sort of thing. Not pushed by white folks. Segregation not pushed by white folks. Let that sink in for a moment. And you see these comments from Jasmine Crockett or Ayanna Pressley or whoever, AOC, Bernie Sanders, pick your poison. And they wonder why their numbers are so poor. I don't wonder. I don't wonder at all. Oh, by the way, CNN and Harry Ensign, he lies about the polling numbers of Donald Trump, but they do admit he's more popular now than he has been. See, they try to say he's underwater. He's not, by the way. All I have to do is go to Mark Mitchell and Rasmussen to see that he's not underwater. The only poll that matters is Rasmussen these days. He polls every single day. Donald Trump, 52-46, popular, 6 points plus. But anyhow, Harry Ensign does admit that Trump's more popular now than he has been. Listen.
I think sometimes it's important to do a little bit of reality check and take a little different spin at the numbers. I'm going to do that right here because all we talk about is how unpopular Donald Trump is. But in reality, he's basically more popular than he was at any point in term number one and more popular than he was when he won election back in November of 2024. What are we talking about? His net favorable rating right now comes in at -4 points. Compare that to where he was when he won in November of 2024 when he was at -7 points, or March of 2017 when he was at -10 points. So when you compare Trump against himself, he's actually closer to the apex than he is to the bottom of the trough. And of course, that's so important because Donald Trump, historically speaking, has had his numbers underestimated. So I think it's very important to compare him to himself to understand he's actually more popular now than he was when he won, or certainly where he was at this point back in his first term. The bottom line is Trump is more towards the ceiling than he is towards the floor.
More towards the ceiling than he is toward the floor. All right, Harry, thank you for that. But the truth of the matter is, let me just go right to the latest polling numbers, and I'll tell you exactly where Donald Trump is. 51-47 as of yesterday, 52-46 the day before. RMG Research has him at 53-45. So Donald Trump is, look, I don't trust any of the other polls. I would just be honest with you. I don't trust any of the other polls at all. Rasmussen's the only poll that polls every single day. RMG Research some, but Rasmussen every day. It's a rolling daily poll. Until Donald Trump's underwater there, I'm not going to worry about it. And the fact of the matter is this. I am yet to meet any Trump voter, any Trump supporter that's changed their mind. Have you? Have you met anybody? Are you one of those? Have you changed your mind? Follow me on X. Follow me on Facebook. Go to stevegruber.com. Send me an email. Comment in any of those places. Have you changed your mind? I'm guessing you have not, because I don't know anybody who has. Still to come, Nick Sorter will be here, an independent journalist and influencer. Big name out there. He's joining me next. We're going to talk about this idea of Mountain Dew mouth for Snap users. I'll be right back.